Good morning, everyone. As you know, my name is Jahid Iqbal from Bangladesh. I work in Human Resource Management Department of Central Bank of Bangladesh. As my field is Human Resource Management, I would like to introduce you one of the most important functions of Human Resource Management, that is performance. Before starting my presentation, I would like to request you to think a situations. Think you work very hard for your company, but you always think about the growth, about the development of your company, but your boss always rated you poor performer. Will you be happy? Will you be satisfied? Of course not. Nobody will be satisfied. First, the problem. Do you think problem is in the boss? No, the problem is in evaluation process. The purpose of my presentation is to suggest the solutions of that problem. I have divided my presentation into three parts. That is, first of all, I will tell you the problems of traditional approach of performance evaluations, and then I will suggest 360-degree angle model as a solutions of that traditional problem, and then I will say you how 360-degree angle model solve the problems, and then I will conclude my presentations. Let's move into the main parts of my presentations. Before saying traditional approach, let's think what's the performance evaluation actually means. Performance evaluation is a process by which the contributions of an employee to the development or to the achievement of organizational goal is assessed. Let's think about traditional approach. In traditional approach, only boss has 100% ways to assess the performance of the employees. So what happened here? The boss may become autocratic. He may take some undue advantage from his subordinates. What will happen to the employees? The employees may become dissatisfied because of their unfair judgment and partial judgment, which leads ultimately customer dissatisfaction. As you know, dissatisfied employee cannot serve his customers well. So ultimately the organization will face lots of difficulties, and it will lead to an obstacles to the growth and development of the organizations. So I suggest a solutions of this traditional approach of performance evaluations, that is 360-degree angle model. Look, employee is in the middle of this process. A 360-degree model is a collection of data from all the stakeholders. It's a systematic collections of data, and the scope of appraisal and the missions of employees is clearly defined here. There is a definite set of questionnaires to assess the employee performance. Here, the employee assessment is done by the boss, by the clients, suppliers, subordinates, and peers. So employee is in a relatively fair positions, and he knows he will not be treated unfair judgment, because if boss becomes angry, the peers, clients, subordinates, if they get good cooperation from him, they will rate him high performer. So it's the solutions of the traditional approach. Look, who is the companies are using this model? IBM, Johnson & Johnson, Reliance Industries Limited now using this model because of its high quality and contribution to the organizational growth. Let's think how 360-degree model solve the traditional approach problem. First of all, start from the individual. Individual employees will feel that he will get a fair judgment, and that's why he will work hard, he will be motivated to serve his purpose, which ultimately lead a team cooperations and team effectiveness. And team effectiveness, team cooperation, high satisfied employee ultimately lead and reinforcement of corporate cultures, customer satisfactions, and the organizational goal and growth will achieve, and the organization as a whole will run so smoothly. So I like to conclude saying that 360-degree angle model is a new way of assessing the performance of employees. It maximizes the potentialities of individual employees, of team, and as well as the organization as a whole. It's a fair treatment tool for the employees. It improves customer satisfactions, and through the customer satisfactions, the individual goal, the team goal, and organizational goal will be achieved. So I want to conclude that 360-degree angle model is a solution of traditional approach problems, traditional performance evaluation problem. In my presentation, I have divided into 3 parts, as you know, and I discussed mainly 2 points. That is, what's traditional approach and what's its problem. And in the latter part, I suggest a solution through the 360-degree angle model, and I showed how 360-degree angle model solved the problems inherent in traditional approach model. So that's all from my presentations. I will be very happy if you have any questions. So the floor is for the questions. You can ask me any questions regarding the presentation of mine. Okay, Taka, please.
Is there a difficulty to introduce these 306 angle models?
Actually, I believe that there is no complexities, no difficulties. If the top management set their mind, they need to think about their employees, they need to think about the organizational goal achievement, so there will be no problem. Initially, the implementation, there is every change requires some kind of mind setup. So if the top management think that they will try to help the employees to be motivated, to be satisfied, and which ultimately lead the organizational goal achievement. So I think they can implement this model, and the complexities can be easily overcome.
Its key point is setting management.
Sorry?
Its key point is management of setting.
And the key point is that the problem actually arises when there is a single boss to assess the performance of an employee. If a single boss assesses the performance, then he may become autocratic, as I have shown you. He may become autocratic, he may take some undue advantage, he may with the help of his assessment tools. So ultimately the employee will be in a risky positions. As you see that he may get some unfair treatment. If his boss not satisfied on him, but he although worked very hard for the organizational goal achievement, so ultimately he may become a poor performer, which leads a dissatisfaction to him. So I think dissatisfied employees always leads to a poor goal achievement of an organization. So my suggestion is that 360-degree angle model reduce the problems of this traditional approach of single boss rating of an employee. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to know that this model used only in private company or government sector use this model?
That's a nice question. I suggest there is no difference of the types of companies, because it's a kind of just think about whether you would like to contribute on your organizational goal achievement or not. You can implement in your government organizations as well as private organizations, because employees are everywhere, and there is always a definite hierarchy in all types of organizations, however it is government organizations or private organizations. So an employee can be judged by the all stakeholders surrounding him, with whom he is going to be interact. So in government organizations as well as in private organizations, he has a definite set of stakeholders who can rate him, who can assess his performance. So I think there is no difference the type of organization, either government or company. Thank you.
So have your sit-down bank already already introduced this system?
Thank you very much. It's a very nice question. Yes, I work in human resource department of my central bank, but not fully introduced because my top management is not fully ready to incorporate the subordinates rating for a boss. But in my company, we have introduced one, I want to show you. It's a 180-degree approach. We call it PMS, Performance Management System. Not this level. It's not implemented yet, but we are planning to do so. We are planning to do so. Up to this level, up to this year, only peers and the boss can rate an employee. But we are planning, as I said, we are planning to go up to this level to make it full-face 360-degree angle model. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all of you for your attention to my presentations. But the conclusion, as I said, that 360-degree angle model is a solution of the traditional approach of performance evaluation process. So I suggest all of you, if you want to think about the goal achievement of your company or of your organizations, you can influence your top management to implement this 360-degree angle model for the performance evaluation of your employee to achieve high satisfied employees and to achieve the organizational goal as a whole. Thank you very much.